Hey guys, what is up? Stazima here bringing you a special commentary today. This time, I'm going on some Team Classic playlist, but the main purpose of this is for the Respawn Army app, which I will explain in a minute. Basically, there was a challenge up there, and it was called Strike Back Mission 1, which was basically to get three it was to get 10 kills in 3 minutes. And right there I got my first kill, so the timer starts right there. 10 kills in 3 minutes really isn't that hard. I'm not going to spoil it, but I do get it a lot faster than 3 minutes, especially because this is Classic Slayer or Classic King, the classic playlist, which I do enjoy a lot, which I will go into further depth later on. But basically, for those of you who don't know, this little challenge here is a part of the Respawn Army app, and basically what the Respawn Army app is, it's like a social networking for gamers, first-person shooter lovers, gamer lovers, anyone really. And it's done through Facebook, and it's monitored by Machinima, by the guys at Machinima, the great guys over there. So it's a really great community tool, and it's really easy to get into. If you have a Facebook account, it's as simple as entering in a username and you already signed up. You don't have to go through that pesky process with the email and stuff like that. It's just really easy to get into. So I will leave the link to that Respawn Army app in the description below. So if you do want to check out the Respawn Army app, make sure to go to my profile and make sure to follow me there too. And make sure to check back regularly because I'll be posting my videos up there. And be sure to bump those so they get to the front of the page and make it more popular. But you see, right here, this is my 9th kill, I think, and I'm about to get my 10th kill, so it's gonna be a pretty fast strike back mission 1, I think. So I don't know how fast the fastest is, but I do have to say that this one is pretty fast, and I think I'm about to get it right here. Yeah, right there. That's my 10th one. Hail the King. Indeed, I am the king at Halo. Thank you very much. Hail the King. Hail to the Strike Back Mission 1 champions, Stazima. Here we go. Now, back into this classic playlist. I want to talk about this a little more now that I'm done with this challenge that I just got. Now, basically, the reason why I like the classic playlist is because, as the name suggests, it is classic. Now, classic, it's better for me because it is a more fast-paced action. Now, let's talk Slayer here for a second. The average Slayer game in Halo 3, Halo 2, I would say would be about 5 to 6 minutes long. That's a pretty fair estimation, I think. In Halo Reach, the average Slayer game is 7 to 8 minutes long, which is a lot longer, even though it is the same amount of kills. Now, this is mainly because the pacing of Halo Reach makes it a slower paced game, and that's really one of the biggest reasons I think why Halo Reach has declined in popularity, and why that Call of Duty Black Ops has been able to take over games like Battlefield, is because Halo Reach at least is a slower paced game than Call of Duty, and it's much slower than its predecessors. Now, the reason I like Halo Classic better is because it really does a really good job at speeding up the gameplay and getting it back to that more classic Halo 3, Halo 2 feel, which is a lot more fast-paced game. And what the classic playlist does to make it a more fast-paced game, it does a really few simple things that I really think improve the game a lot. And the first thing is that it increases move speed by 120%. If people can get to places faster, they're going to be able to get more kills or die more, which will inevitably increase the speed of the game, just making the game a faster paced, more action packed, and that's one of the main reasons why it is faster paced. Another huge reason why it's faster paced is because the damage is 110% instead of like a regular Halo Reach, 100%. And it's a noticeable increase. Your assault rifle does a lot more damage than it does in regular. Your needle rifle does a lot more damage. Your needle rifle kills in normal Halo Reach. It would take 7 shots for someone to kill someone with the needle rifle. In the classic playlist, it takes less than 7. I think it takes 5 or 6. I'm sure someone will correct me on that. But the way this is better is because the needle rifle has less bloom than the DMR, but it still keeps the same amount, the 5 shot of the DMR, but it has the less bloom than the DMR, which really increases the speed of the game. It really adds a lot more skill to the assault or to the rifle duels. The pistol is also more, it has more of a punch to it than the regular Halo Reach, and the damage is just buffed up more, adds to the whole commotion of the whole situation, and really it buffs up the playlist a lot, makes it a lot more action packed, which is a really big reason why it's much better. And on a side note, the jump height is increased a little bit, and that just makes it kind of more classic towards the Halo feel. Now, another big thing that makes probably one of the third biggest thing I say to increase the speed of the game that the classic playlist does is the maps. Now, in Halo Reach, if you compare the maps of Halo Reach to Halo 2 and Halo 3, if you're strictly talking about the 4v4 Slayer maps, the Slayer maps in Halo Reach are generally bigger than the classic Slayer maps that you have in Halo 2 and Halo 3. Now, because there's more of a space and the game is spread out more, inevitably you'll get a slower paced game because of that. And that's a pretty obvious thing. Now, what the classic playlist does is it basically, the maps, if you look at the maps from an eagle eye perspective, if you look at all the maps that you have in the classic playlist, which are all remakes of previous Halo Classic, Halo 2 maps, basically what it does is the maps are a lot smaller, you'll notice. They're a lot smaller, but they have more levels vertically. And basically what this does, again, is it speeds up the pace of the game. Because there are less places to spawn, because people can travel less areas, it creates more conflict, it creates more pandemonium, it creates more action for everyone, and it speeds up the pace of the game. Now that's a really good thing to me. And then the last biggest thing that Bungie did to speed up the pace of the game was that the fact that they did remove the armor abilities in the game completely. There's no need for any armor abilities. They bring back the classic invisibility orb and the overshield orb, which does bring back the classic feel, but the fact that there are no armor abilities like armor lock, jetpack, evade, stuff like that, it speeds up the pace of the game by not delaying any kind of, by, doing these silly looking up in the air, stuff like that. And Halo is definitely slower paced than Call of Duty, but the pacing of it it's something special, and it's really something that shouldn't be messed with in my opinion, which Bungie obviously did with Halo Reach, but what you gonna do? All water under the bridge. Well guys, that's all the time I have for today. Be sure to check out my Respawn Army profile in the description below. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.